Starting this meditation with your feet out about shoulders width apart, knees slightly bent, toes pointing straight ahead. Allow the breath to be long, steady, even, and deep into the lower abdomen, calming your mind, becoming present with the meditation, creating a protective force field around our bodies. Begin by pulling down the heavens 3 times, inhaling. The first pull, as we pull this white light in, is energy for the Mother Earth. Second pull, the energy for heaven, pulling in the divine energy. Third pull, for human compassion and kindness, understanding, connectedness. And from our Wuji posture, with the eyes closed, tip of the tongue just gently curled to the roof of the mouth behind the teeth, lightly squeezing the anal sphincter muscle, focusing first on the lower dantian. Imagine the lower dantian as it begins to gather the energy from the space around you. Luminous ball of white light, getting stronger and stronger. And begin by creating a protective energy force field of white light, of energy that exits out the body through the belly button and encircling the body, spinning counterclockwise 9 times, wrapping what is referred to as the belt acupuncture meridian around the Ming Men to Qi Hai 9 times in a counterclockwise direction. And then from here, this protective field of white light now descends and stimulates conception vessel 1, governing vessel 1, near the perineum. And begin to rotate around the perineum 9 times counterclockwise, creating this protective force field. And now flowing down into the knees, around the points of bladder 40, kidney 10, going around the knees counterclockwise 9 times. As this energy continues to spill out from the lower dantian, still encircling the belt vessel, the perineum, the knees, now descending down to the ankles. Rotating 9 times as this brilliant white light encircles the ankles. 9 times. And then flowing down to the bubbling well points, like you're standing on a disc of white light that circulates around the bubbling well points 9 times counterclockwise. And then flowing down several feet below you, feel several feet below you, connecting into what is referred to as the Earth's transpersonal point, responsible for establishing your body's connected rootedness to the earth and the ability to absorb the earthly qi. Rotating 9 times, several feet. Feel the temperature of the earth. Feel the texture. And then once it rotates 9 times in the counterclockwise direction, we then stop and slow its rotation. And from here, for several heartbeats, just feel several feet below you. Feel the force field established from the navel down to the perineum, around the knees, around the ankles, around the bubbling well points. And several feet into the earth. And then from here, we start to rotate now 9 times in a clockwise direction. Imagine this sphere of white light several feet below the earth. It begins to move in a clockwise direction. Moving up now to the bubbling well points in a clockwise direction. Imagine that you're standing on this big floating dish of white light. This circulates and stimulates in a clockwise direction. Now the bubbling well points. Now moving up to the ankles. 9 times around the ankles in a clockwise direction. Feel what's there. Feel the strong connective, the strong rootedness. And from the ankles, it travels upwards to the knees. Flowing around the kidney 10, bladder 40 points behind the knees. Nine times. And then moving upward to the perineum, rotating 9 times and circulating, governing in conception vessel 1, where these channels emerge from the body. 9 times. And then from the perineum, flowing up to the Ming Men around this belt vessel. Feel it stimulate Qi high in the Ming Men as it circulates around 9 times. Moving upwards now to CV15, the conception vessel 15 point at the end of the sternum, also referred to as the yellow court region. Moving 9 times in a clockwise direction, moving around, enveloping like a cocoon your whole entire being, creating a protective, energetic force field. And the cocoon then moves upwards from here, now to CV17, which is your heart center, the center of the sternum. Now rotating 9 times around in a clockwise direction. Now moving up to the clavicle. Feel as this energy rotates around the collarbone, around the clavicle, from conception vessel 22 to GV14 on the back, upper back, like a halo moving around 9 times. And now this energy sphere moves upward to the third eye. Feel it rotate around the third eye. To GV17 on the back of the head. Now moving up to the Bahui, governing vessel 20, circulating around 9 times in a clockwise direction. And then from here, ascending several feet above you, connecting with the body's heavenly transpersonal point, responsible for connecting the body's extended connection to the heavens by absorbing the divine energy, rotating 9 times clockwise direction. And then from there, slowing down, coming to a stop several feet above you. Feel this cocoon. Feel the pulsating rhythm of the energy several feet above you. Through this vortex of energy that's wrapped around your whole entire being, all the way down to several feet below you and deep into the earth. And then from there, we begin to move the ball several feet away above us in a counterclockwise direction 9 times. So again, just establishing this protective cocoon of white light energy. So several feet above, descending down counterclockwise to the Bahway, GV20 at the top of the head, stimulating the Bahway 9 times. Moving down to the third eye in conception vessel 17 in the back, or governing vessel 17 in the back of the head. Flowing around counterclockwise 9 times through the third eye, stimulating the third eye, stimulating the upper dantian. And from the third eye, once again back down to the collarbone and governing vessel 14 on the back, CV22 in the front. The upper part of the middle dantian stimulating as this force field continues to move in a counterclockwise direction 9 times. And then from there, descending in a counterclockwise direction to the heart center at conception vessel 17, the center of the sternum. Moving around 9 times, stimulating Shendao, governing vessel 11 on the back, then moving this energy ball down to CV15 of the xiphoid process at the end of the sternum, the yellow court region, 9 times in a counterclockwise direction. And then from here, returning back to the navel, and allow for this white light to begin to stream back into the navel, filling up your entire being. Filling up as pools or rivers of white light fill up the head, the shoulders, the arms, the fingers. And you filling up the entire torso, the abdominal cavity, the waist, the legs, the feet. And still feel several feet above you, several feet below you, this cocoon that envelops your entire being. And once you feel that your entire being has been saturated with this white, divine, protective energy, we imagine all the pores opening up and this energy begins to pour out into the space around us as rivers of white light touch everything around us. In the 8 corners of the room, feel the textures, the temperatures of the things in the room around you, the objects. And then from here, we're going to pull and gather this energy as we inhale back into our Tai Chi pores, center core of white light. And then as we exhale, the pores still open up on the skin, the energy rushes out like wind, front, back, left, right, above and beneath you. As you inhale, the walls, the floor, and ceiling pull into this Taiji pull, the center core of white light. And then as you release, you imagine that you become the room. You let go of the physical body. You are now just empty space. We are all made of empty space. Feel the entire room, the entire space around you fill up into your center. As you release, feel the strong energetic bubble fill up the entire space around you. And from here, slowly coming back to the present, still feeling the strong connection, still feeling this cocoon of white light, the spirals in both directions, several feet above you, several feet below you, stimulating all the major points of the body. You should feel expansive, light, grounded, protected. And then from here, coming back to the present, finish by pulling down the heavens 3 times, inhaling. And exhale. Third pull, inhaling. And after you pull down the heavens 3 times, slowly blinking your eyes, shaking out your feet, coming back to the present, and relax.